So last night, our daughter had a complete meltdown. I'm talking full volume, tears streaming, the whole thing. And I panicked. I looked at her and said, "Please stop crying, you're fine."
And I just watched from the doorway, knowing exactly how that was going to end.
She screamed louder, obviously.
Because telling a child to stop crying is like telling a grown-up to calm down. When has that ever worked on anyone?
Fair point. So after I made things worse, May stepped in, and within 2 minutes, she was calm. And I was standing there like, what just happened?
It's not magic. It's just knowing what to say. And more importantly, what not to say. So today, we're going to share 5 phrases that actually work when your child is crying. These come from Montessori philosophy and positive parenting research. But honestly, they're just common sense once you hear them. The first one is the foundation for everything else. When your child is upset, before you do anything, say this: "I can see that you're really upset right now."
That's it? You're not solving anything with that.
Exactly. And that's the point. In Montessori, we call this acknowledgement. Before a child can process what happened, they need to feel seen. Think about it. When you're upset about something and someone immediately jumps to, well, just do this or that, how does that feel?
Honestly, annoying. Like, they're not even listening.
Right. Children feel the same way. They need you to acknowledge their emotion before they can hear any solutions. "I can see that you're really upset right now." It validates what they're feeling without judgment.
So you're basically saying, I see you before you say anything else.
That's exactly it. And here's the fascinating part. Research shows that when children feel emotionally acknowledged, their stress hormones actually start dropping within 30 seconds. You're literally calming their nervous system with your words. Number 2, and this one was hard for Ethan.
Oh, I know where this is going.
It's okay to cry. Crying is how your body lets the big feelings out.
Yeah, I grew up hearing boys don't cry and be tough. And I catch myself almost saying that to our daughter sometimes. It's like this reflex.
You're not alone. So many parents, especially dads, were raised with this idea that crying is weakness. But neuroscience tells us the opposite. Crying is actually your child's nervous system self-regulating. When you say it's okay to cry, you're teaching them that emotions aren't something to be ashamed of. And kids who learn this become adults who can actually process their feelings instead of stuffing them down.
Which is basically what I did for 30 years. So yeah, I'm trying to break that cycle.
And that's what positive parenting is all about. Breaking cycles. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be intentional. Number 3. This is where you start helping them build emotional vocabulary. You say, "Can you tell me what happened?" Or if they're really young, you name the emotion for them. Something like, "It looks like you're frustrated because the blocks fell down."
Our daughter's 2, so she can't really explain much yet. How does this work with toddlers?
Great question. With toddlers, you become their translator. You observe what happened and put words to their experience. You might say, "You wanted the red cup, but you got the blue one. That made you angry." And even though they might not fully understand every word, they're building connections between feelings and language. This is huge for emotional development.
So you're basically narrating their emotions for them until they can do it themselves.
Exactly. In Montessori, we believe that naming an emotion is the first step to managing it. You can't regulate what you can't identify. Number 4. This one seems simple, but it's actually the hardest for most parents. You say, "I'm right here with you." And then you just stay.
This is my weakness. When she's crying, every instinct in my body says, fix it. Pick her up, give her something, distract her, anything to make it stop.
I know, but sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just be present. Not fixing, not distracting, not lecturing. Just sitting there calmly. In positive parenting, we call this co-regulation. Your calm nervous system helps regulate their stressed nervous system. You're literally teaching them how to calm down by modeling it.
So me panicking and saying stop crying was doing the exact opposite.
Pretty much. Your stress was amplifying hers. But when you sit calmly and say, I'm right here with you, you become their anchor. And over time, they internalize that calm. They learn to self-regulate because they've experienced what regulation feels like through you.
That's actually kind of beautiful when you explain it that way.
And number 5, this is the one people always forget, but it might be the most important. When the storm has passed and your child is starting to calm down, you say, thank you for telling me how you feel. I'm really proud of you.
Not, finally you stopped crying?
Please never say that. That teaches them that the goal was to stop having emotions. What you want to reinforce is that expressing emotions is good. When you say thank you for telling me how you feel, you're teaching them that vulnerability is strength, that sharing their inner world with you is safe, and that's the foundation of every healthy relationship they'll ever have.
No pressure or anything.
Ha! I know, it sounds heavy, but these small moments really do compound. The way you respond to your child's emotions in the first 5 years shapes how they handle emotions for the rest of their life.
Okay, so tonight I'm going to try number 4. Just sit with her when she's upset, stay calm, and say I'm right here with you. That's my homework.
I love that. And for everyone watching, you don't have to remember all 5. Just pick one. Try it tonight. See what happens. And if you do, tell us about it in the comments. We genuinely read every single one.
May actually gets emotional reading some of them.
I do. Because parenting is hard, and knowing that people out there are trying to do better for their kids, that means everything.
If this helped you at all, hit subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone. And be gentle with yourselves tonight. You're doing better than you think.